the blanket.
Corn dog.
Yo, what are you talking about?
Pigs in the blanket.
Pigs in the blanket, different.
That's a closed hot dog.
It is.
A mini closed hot dog, but a closed hot dog all the same.
Pancake and syrup changes the dynamic, but it's cool.
All right, moving on. Yeah. What else is there? That Rod Wave.
Yeah, Rod Wave.
Rod Wave. Oh, my phone broke. Look at that. Anyway, what about Rod Wave? Rod Wave, you can't shoot at the girl's G-Wagon 14 times. Sorry.
Rod Wave, I feel like gets arrested a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does. But
you wouldn't, like, his music is nice, peaceful emo.
Nice, peaceful.
I can say it.
Niggas crying on every record. It ain't nothing peaceful about
nice, peaceful emo.
Yeah, emo.
Oh,
it's emo.
okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I cut a Rod Wave song on and tried to familiarize myself and was like, oh, I'm too happy with life for this. I couldn't do it. But yeah, you can't shoot at the girl truck, man.
Do we have backstory? Not that we need it, but do we have why he did this?
Y'all keep talking.
So what you thinking about? It's just like if he bought the truck, he could shoot at it?
And is he in jail right now?
Nah, I think he's on bail.
He makes a lot of money now.
He should have been denied bail. That's horrible to say.
Ain't he from Texas?
I don't know where he's from, but if you shoot at a girl's G-Wagon 14 times, I don't think you should just walk out.
In certain states, I think that they might be like...
I don't think you should be able to...
He was released on bond.
Yeah.
How much was the bond?
There's not a number in here. But
You shouldn't be able to walk out of jail like, oh, I'm hungry. Let's get something to eat.
25-year-old rapper was taken into custody on May 20th and charged with a whopping 13 different felonies, including aggravated assault, possession of a firearm during a felony, pointing a gun at another person, criminal damage to property, reckless conduct, and tampering with evidence. And there's no...
That's not great.
Oh, never mind. His bail was $50,000.
Then he didn't shoot at the car.
Yeah, I'm not believing that. I'm not jacking that. I got to see more.
Allegedly fired at. He got 14 charges of including aggravated assault, possession of a firearm, tampering with evidence.
That's a really low bail for all them charges.
Aggravated assault in itself would carry more than a $50,000 bail. In New Jersey.
That's why I said the
attempted
state
murder and
matters.
all
The
that
state
shit.
matters.
All right, I got to go listen to his last albums. See
Maybe fire on there. You would
see
probably
what
like
he
it.
was on.
It's sad fire.
I got to see where his mind was at. If this is how
To
he's
just do
feeling.
shit like that?
Yeah, I think this is nuts.
Yeah, it's crazy. I thought the same thing.
I feel like he's been arrested a couple different times for some nutty sound shit.
Getting arrested is not the nuts part to me.
Well, sure.
It's the charges that come with, yeah.
No, but I feel like some of the other charges were some like, you shouldn't be doing that.
Oh, I'm unfamiliar.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He got arrested on a gun possession charge last year, and then the police had filed the incorrect charge, so it was like technically.
Oh, okay.
He beat on technicality.
Thoughts and prayers.
T's and P's, baby.
T's and P's.
T's and P's all around.
Is the woman
Yes.
I believe so.
Yes.
I think her car.
I don't
was
even know if
just-
somebody was in the car.
okay? Oh, that make it worse.
Why?
Well,
That's a little better.
Well,
Yeah.
better.
Much better.
Better, but worse. Because now why are you doing that?
I bought it.
At least if somebody's in the car, I know why you did that.
So
Oh,
You know, he might have had some fun.
shut your ass
I'm
up,
dead
yo.
serious.
I remember Richard Pryor had something in his stand-up about that. He was like, yo, nigga, I bought this car. I'm going to kill it. Like, you going to drive off in the car that I bought?
If somebody's in the car, I
tow
know
that
why
for
you
me.
do
Hey, yo,
If somebody not in there, now you're just shooting at an empty G-Wagon with tents.
That's why you gotta have your man that own the tow company. Hey, go pick that up.
Go pick that up.
Yeah. You know that is. You know all them type of niggas.
Repo it bike.
Crazy as hell.
It's, you know all them type of niggas.
I like that shit.
No, but
Molotov. All right.
Hey, yo, that shit. Nah, well, you gonna do it yourself? You gotta send a crackhead to do it, boy. Crackhead, you can't do it yourself, Ish. Gasoline smell won't get off a light skinned nigga.
Keep up with that. Keep up with that brackhead shit. If they question me,
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell them. So keep it up.
What you gonna tell him?
I think that's gang language.
Who you gonna tell him? To the police?
I'm gonna tell him.
I'm almost sure that's gang language.
That's
To
gang
be honest
language.
with you.
Who you gonna tell the police?
The top of the chain, as high as I can get to. Like somebody that can have an instant impact.
White shirt.
You ain't gonna do that.
Yeah.
Lieutenant.
Yeah.
You gonna do that to me.
You got the shit over here on the show.
You gonna give me enough time to go off that balcony,
Are you
slide
gonna-
down to the
are you
other
gonna
floor?
do Streaming
Slide.
University?
Wait,
You gonna do Streaming University?
I'm going.
Okay.
Hey, Flip.
Meet up with some people.
How you gonna get over what you said you was gonna do?
You could. I'm gonna tie some shit and slide down, nigga.
You going?
See, that's the problem. Y'all not adventurous. Y'all niggas didn't jump gates or climb gates as a kid.
I would have seen
This is what he
slide
was
down.
saying.
Hey, y'all, okay.
You're not
tired.
sliding down anything.
That's all.
Or tying anything that's
You
going to
tie
hold
a
him.
rope on the edge of the shit and
Where's the
slide down
rope?
to the next floor.
Where the
Where you
rope?
get the rope at?
He got rope here. He got wires.
Flip.
Joe, these
All right,
is
my
not
brother.
regular
It's okay,
wires.
It's okay, my brother.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate that. I
Slide
appreciate
down somewhere.
I bet you have to get,
You got it. Play.
nigga, you gotta let me hide in the crib too. All that. You gotta be complicit with me, boy. Cause I'm gonna look at you when I get out. You gonna hear about it.
Accessory, aiding and abetting.
I don't care.
Y'all see they just swatted act?
Yeah, I
Did
saw
they?
that.
yeah.
I don't like that swatting shit.
That's
That
why
means-
shit is real dangerous,
That shit's
especially
dangerous.
after home
Scooter.
homeboy pass, right?
Yeah.
What's swatting?
Swatting is when somebody make a false report while watching your stream and send the SWAT team there. Like, you have guns, he has this, he has that, and the SWAT team busts into your house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
This is the thing they do.
That's
They
the
find
thing,
out where
yeah.
you live. They will call and make up some scenario that would require the SWAT team.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Somebody's holding hostages in there or something. Something crazy like that. And
So
then
let
they
me
show
ask you
up.
this. So when that shit happens,
They got to treat it as real, so they show
cool.
up. Yeah.
But then when they find out that it's not real, because they can find the motherfucker that made the call, that person should be charged with a different type of felony.
I agree.
Agreed.
Should be.
Because nigga, SWAT going for business.
Right.
And anything a young black man could do, he could reach for his jacket or anything and end up deceased.
They normally make that now. Yo, we got the place surrounded, all of that. You know,
that shit
posted
ain't
it from his ring cam where he walked out with his hands. You know,
That shit ain't funny
it's not funny at all.
At all.
at all. Yo, what the fuck is wrong with people, B?
The rapper known as Rod Wave faces more than a dozen charges, some involving a gun, after he turned himself into sheriff's officials in Georgia on Tuesday. Wave, whose real name is Rodarius Green, voluntarily surrendered to the Fulton County Sheriff's Office on warrants stemming from an April 21 police call in the Atlanta suburb of Milton, police there said. A police report obtained by the AP describes officers finding luxury cars with bullet holes in them and signs of a break-in at the home in one of Georgia's most exclusive communities last month. But it does not explain why authorities are now accusing the rapper of several crimes. There is no truth to these charges, the rapper's lawyers Drew Findling and Marissa Goldberg said in a statement to the Associated Press. Rod Green was a victim of a burglary and committed no crimes, they said. How he was even charged as a result of this situation is incomprehensible. This will absolutely be resolved favorably to Mr. Green. On April 21st, Milton police responded to a home in the town north of Atlanta after a 911 report described a possible domestic disturbance, police said in a statement. A neighbor had heard yelling and screaming, and saw a woman crying, officers wrote in their initial report. Officers determined that the call was related to a previously unreported burglary and the discharge of a firearm at the location, police said. They later obtained arrest warrants for Green, who lived there. The charges include aggravated assault, conspiracy to commit a felony, criminal damage to property and pointing or aiming a gun at someone, Fulton County Jail records show. He's also accused of tampering with evidence, a felony, and obstruction of law officers. An initial police report obtained by the AP describes what officers found at the home when they arrived April 21st. A gold Mercedes SUV had multiple bullet holes in it, and a black Rolls-Royce vehicle had a single bullet hole, the report said. In the basement, we found a large safe that had been dragged across the floor, opened, and emptied, an officer wrote. Green's girlfriend told officers that she had returned home and found that the house appeared to have been burglarized. In the back of the home near the swimming pool, officers found a broken window and a hammer in a bush next to it. A black Glock handgun was also found at the scene, officers wrote.